Hello, lovely ladies. Welcome to Tuesday Dating Tips with yours truly, Raeeka, the dating strategist, love strategist, CEO, and founder of Dating with Confidence. So I have been doing these dating tip groups in our Dating Tips for Savvy Single Ladies private group with the wonderful women in there. But the way I'm broadcasting today is that this is going to simultaneously be broadcasted on the Facebook page as well as the dating tip group, the private group. Oops, my light just went off. And also the, and also, hi Kelly, and also the Irresistible Woman course. Now, the good thing is that if you are listening and watching this on any of those private groups, your comments will not be shown in the other places. So your comments are still very, very private. So don't worry about it. I'm just going to turn on my, I'm just going to turn on my video, my Facebook, just so I make sure I can see the comments, because sometimes on my laptop it doesn't show. And we are going to take it from there. So ladies who are in my group, in the dating tip group, I have the comments here, so feel free to comment because I will be responding to you, and I will be very mindful of your privacy, so I will respond to you in that way. All right, so let's get going. All right, so today I want to talk about this idea of, are you listening to what men are really saying? My light is playing games with me tonight. Okay, so are you really listening to what guys are saying? I was just talking to a client of mine, and actually she was saying that you know, I went on a date with this man, and he told me right off the bat that, you know, he's just gotten a divorce, but not just, but like, if, you know, like it's been a while, and that he is not ready for dating, and not dating. He's not ready for a committed relationship. And I was like, that she just wants to be friends. And I said, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this light. You know, it's one of these, and it's not working. So we're just gonna leave it and deal with this light. And by the way, I forgot to say hello to the ladies who are watching this. If they're watching it later on, getting it in the email. So I hope you guys are doing well too. Okay, back to what I was saying. So she was saying that, you know, I went on a date with this guy, and the guy has been divorced a while, but he told her straight out that, you know, I don't feel like I am looking for a long-term relationship. I really, all the relationships I've been with, you know, I've started from being friends first, and I want to start from there and get going from there. And so fast forward, she sees this guy at a party, and the guy was actually making out with another woman. And my client got really triggered and upset, and to a point where she actually felt depression around this, and felt like, you know, what is wrong with me? Why can't I find the good guys? Why is this, you know, happen? Like the things that we tell ourselves, right? Why is this happening to me? Why, you know, why would this woman do this? Why would this man do this? And here is the thing. I told my client, I said, well, did you listen to what he said? And she said, well, I did. He said, I am not ready, and I just want to be friends. And that's, you know, that's what I want too. I want to start from friendship, and I don't want to jump into a committed relationship right away. And I want to just get to know people and then see what happens. But the part that she missed, who knows what it is? Who's listening, it knows what part of the sentence that guy said is the key that doesn't make him a relationship ready man. For a woman who is relationship ready. There is nothing wrong with a guy who's being honest. There's nothing wrong with a guy who is straightforward from the top. There's nothing wrong with a guy telling you that he is not looking for a long-term relationship. That does not make the guy a jerk. That does not give you any excuse to bash the man. But he said something that this woman, this client of mine, completely didn't listen, didn't filter in. Do you guys know what that was? Again, he said, I'm not ready to be in a long-term relationship. I want to just date and see where it goes. You guys know? The answer to that is, I am not ready. That part is very important, because if you are a woman who is ready to be in a full long-term relationship, yes, that, Kay, I'm just going to say your first name. Yes, 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 yes. Kelly, that's exactly right. He is not ready for a commitment. There you go. And when you are not ready for commitment, what happens is that you end up, if you date somebody like that, you guys are going like this. You're never going to go like this. So it's going like this. You're just parallel to each other, but you're not going and merging and getting into a relationship at the end. I'm just curious. I see Kelly and Sandra. Hi, honey. Hi, Sandra. And both of you have said hello. Are you guys watching this from my Facebook page or my Facebook from the private group? Because your comments are showing up on the Facebook page. And I want to know, oh, you are on the Facebook page, Sandra. Okay, good. Because I was like, are the comments from the Facebook group showing up in here? And I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay. So, super important that you understand that when you are going out on a date, pay attention to the little things that men say. A lot of times they're actually being straightforward and honest with you about where they are and what they're looking for. But women, and men do this too, this is not gender specific, but I work with women mostly, though I do have, you know, occasionally I have male clients, and I love working with them. But when I say women, it means because I work with women. So women have a tendency to forget or to not listen to what really they are hearing. Okay, thank you, Kelly. So good. So your comments are then not private because it's on my page. Okay, thank you. So this is really important that you understand this. Because if you are a woman who is looking for an LTR, long-term relationship, then that requires you to be with dating a man that is after the same thing. If you say, okay, I'm okay with just dating and see how this goes, that's not going to get the guy to like you. And a lot of women, and I've seen this time and again, with women that start working with dating with confidence, the biggest problem is, I don't know why I cannot keep a guy. Well, my first question is, what are these guys telling you? And most of the time it comes down to they're not listening to what the guy is actually saying. The reason for that could be many different things, but one of them could be being someone that is afraid of scarcity. This is the last man standing, so I better say yes. I better, you know, I better have kind of be, not be picky about it. Like, I better say, okay, because I don't feel that I can fall in love easily. I don't, and this, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard this. I don't easily fall in love. I don't easily pick men. I don't get attracted to men easily. It takes a long time. And it's funny because I was talking to this client of mine, and this is exactly what she said. By the way, she's just started. So lo and behold, she's just starting to learn the tools. This was our first session. So, you know, it's very understandable that's where she is. But because my other lovely ladies like Kelly, who's been in the Irresistible Woman group and is studying, continues to study with me, knows better. Immediately she knew what to listen for. And these are the things that you ladies need to educate yourselves if you are serious about finding love in the 21st century. A lot of what is going on in the dating world has changed. Our mothers are, even my sister who got married about 15 years ago, that was a whole different time than it is right now. So I urge you to really educate yourselves. Take your love lives seriously the way you educated yourself becoming a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, a coder, a software engineer, a businesswoman, whatever it is, teacher, right? So it's super important that you are so clear about the type of man that you want to accept in your life in order to date. We don't attract the wrong men's most often. We accept the wrong men's. And the wrong men's doesn't mean those men's are wrong, meaning they are bad. It means that they are not the right match, and it's perfectly fine. The world has no deficiency of human population. But the sooner you know this, then you're not going to get involved with a guy where you have to turn yourself into a pretzel to please him. And this is where women do this a lot. If I show him how awesome I am, he's going to eventually fall in love with me. And 99% of the time, that ain't going to happen. 99% of the time, women are not going to do that. I mean, the relationship is not going to work. Because you haven't been your honest self. Does that make sense? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? So when you go on a date, when you're chatting to guys on your online dating profiles, be very aware of what are they saying. If they say anything that has to do with I'm not ready, I'm not looking for, I'm looking for casual dating right now. If they say that in their profile, this is not your guy. And you bless it, you say, awesome, this guy is not the right guy, I move on. Hello. Hi, Lisa. So super important to understand that and know that so that you don't get in a place of 4 months down the line, 2 months down the line. For some people, it can take as long as more than years. I had a woman, thanks, Kelly. I had a woman that was working with me. She came to me. She had been in this relationship with a doctor for about, I want to say, 8 to 9 months. And hi, Arlene. I love that emoji. It's the emoji with the glasses, ladies who are watching this at home. So she was dating a guy, a doctor, a very educated man, and she was upset because she she came to me and she said, I've been dating this guy, and I asked her, and she said, it's not going anywhere. And I really wanted to go somewhere. Can you help me get him? Well, that's like saying, can you help me mix oil and water? Please, I'll pay you. Do you see how that just doesn't work? Oil and water are not going to mix, so I can't do anything about it. They're two different things. And when a man has, and the doctor had told her that I am not looking to be in a relationship. And yet, because of feelings of scarcity, because of feeling that this is the last man standing, there's not going to be another high-level guy out there, she just let this one go. Now, that's a very dangerous place to put yourself in. Because when you do that, you take away the possibility of ruling in the right guys and getting to know the right men and then seeing if they're a match or not. Does that make sense? So I really wanted to bring this home for you, that you need to learn how to listen and read men. And it's not rocket science. It's based on psychology. It's based on social interactive behavior. It's based on, seriously, as simple as what they're telling you. But what you really need to be aware is, what are you telling yourself? How are you going into dating? And we can definitely talk about this more. But to wrap it up and to connect it to what I've been teaching you last week in terms of the code of conduct for an irresistible woman, you've got to be 100% responsible 100% of the time. It is on you to hear what the guy is saying. And the more you go with an open heart, staying in your feminine, not going with the scarcity of I need to get the guy, or having the boxing gloves on because I want to make sure that he's not going to hit me, so he's not going to take advantage of me, right? And the more you are in this open place, just sitting back at the date, listening, figuring, just let him give you the data. The more you allow it, the more you allow him to be himself, the more you are going to get to know him. So 100% responsible 100% of the time means it's your responsibility to listen to what he's saying. It's your responsibility to go in listening to what you're telling yourself. If you hear him say, I really don't want to be in a relationship, and your heart goes, another one who doesn't want to be in a relationship, but I really think this is the guy. He has a great job. He's a great guy. He has a great relationship with his family. He's educated. He dresses well. He makes good money. He's perfect for me. No, he is so not perfect for you. He doesn't want to be in a relationship. And it doesn't make him perfect for you. If he wanted to be in a relationship, he still is not perfect for you because you don't know him. All those things are attractive qualities. They're not important qualities. And people who are in my coaching programs know exactly what the difference between important and attractive qualities are. Because important qualities open the possibility of you being in a relationship. Attractive qualities trap you with normally the wrong men. So I'm going to close this lesson with this. And this is something I learned years ago when the first love of my life and I broke up. And I was super, super sad. I mean, I was so sad. Our first love is always like very special. And I remember I was at the Conservatory of Music, and I was in because for those of you who don't know, I'm also a professional opera singer. So I was in one of our seminar courses and I loved this professor who was teaching us about Brahms and his chamber music. Lisa says, attractive qualities come from fear. Fear, it's suppose. Fear, what? Attractive qualities come from fear, I'll suppose? Is that what you meant? But yeah, if that's what you meant, yes. Attractive qualities come from fear, right? And also lack of education around your love life. It really is lack of education. Because if we know that attractive, and by attractive, I don't mean go date someone that you're like, I'm not attracted to him. Like, there is just no connection there. I'm not talking about that. So I don't want to scare you and be like, I don't want to work with Raeeka because she is going to make me date someone that I'm not attracted to. Absolutely not. I am so attracted to my boyfriend. Every day I'm more attracted to him than the day before. He's super cute and super adorable. And every day my attraction for him actually grows, and that chemistry with him grows stronger. So I'm all for you being attracted. By attractive qualities, I'm talking about what I just said before, like, you know, the education versus, you know, versatile and worldly. His PhD is not going to get you a degree, I mean, a relationship. I promise you. Look at the doctor and my client. His degree didn't get her. His money didn't. So you really need to understand the difference. And maybe we can talk about that at another lesson. But today, I want to close with this. And when I was in this course for the Brahms Chamber Music, my professor was a very enlightened, open-minded guy. And he asked me one day, he said, Raeeka, you're so sad. What's going on? And I said, you know, well, this has happened and I'm having a really tough time with this breakup. And he said to me, he said, you know, I learned this years ago from somebody else and I'm going to pass it on to you. When you hold on to something that's not yours and hold on to something that's not right for you, both of them mean the same thing. You are forcing something that's not a match. But when you just let it be, there is more information that you can get and see if you guys are the right match for each other or not. So if you can just step back and think about this relationship as the sands that are on the beach. When you put your hands in the sand and you bring it up and you just hold it like this, you have much more sand in your hand than when you put your hand in the sand and you want to hold on to it really hard. What happens, sand is going to start coming out and only a tad bit is going to be right here. And this is what I want to invite you to do. When you go on a date, sit back, relax, and imagine yourself putting your hand in the sand and you're just with open arms, open heart, sitting there without needing to defend yourself, prove yourself, or thinking that you're not going to find the right guy. And those things take practice. Those things requires tools. When you go there and you allow the man to be himself, you are going to see so much more of him, so much more of his colors, and you can decide if this breakup was really right for you or not. And I was like, wow, that's profound. And you know, he was right. We were not a good match. To this day, I love the guy. I will always, there's a part of my heart that will always have love for him. But we were not a good match. We could never have what Tim and I have right now. We weren't mature enough. We weren't there. Maybe now we are, but we're both in different relationships, and that's perfectly fine. So I really want to hear from you. What is your takeaway from this session? What do you need to learn? Who do you need to be? What do you need to do to be listening more? Not out of fear, but out of confidence and trust for yourself. Write to me, either reply back and let me know how this video worked for you. Write in the comments. I want to hear from you. And until next week, I'll see you. And if you guys who are watching this either on the DWC page or my or off an email that was sent to you or is being sent to you, please know that there is much more conversations in my private free group, Dating Tips for Savvy Single Ladies. Just go to Facebook, put Dating Tips for Savvy Single Ladies. You're going to see my photo there with a green shirt and my curly hair, longer hair. And yeah, just request to be a part of the group and answer the questions I ask you. So because I vet everybody just to make sure the group is a very safe group of women who are intentional about finding love. And I'd love to help you more. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Till next week. Mwah. Bye.